type of business anymore, or network marketing isn't a hot thing anymore. What I've learned over my years is most of the people who gave me those excuses of why I shouldn't take advantage of it were the same people who ended up taking advantage of it and it changing their life. So you have to understand something, guys. You're not here because of another person's decision. Yes, your upline may have introduced you, but let today be the day that you either fire your upline or go into partnership with your upline. This is no longer a moment where you're the follower. We're all at even playing fields, right? And I want you, the guys, to hear me right now. Someone that's been a part of this for 10 years, that joined when there was only one product. I joined when there was zero chairman, not one success story. There was no one for me to point to and be like, I want to be like them and I want their results, besides Christopher Terry. And ever since that day, Chyna just spoke to you guys about a time where we met with Chris, right? And you know what's crazy to me? Chris is still meeting with people 10 years later. That's the bigger picture here that I want you guys to understand. Yes, this thing was launched in a hotel room and we met up and all that with Chris, but Chris is still in the field doing all this, even minus all the people for years saying, I'll never forget, guys, the same year that I joined, people were running around saying that will never last. You want to know the truth? We're the only thing that's lasted in those years, you know? And so that's why I look at business real grown. You know, I'm prepared for the high, and then I'm humble enough to know we deserve a low. You get what I'm saying? Like when you're in business, you have to have highs and lows, higher highs, lower highs. That is all part of business. Even Apple don't boom all year. You get what I'm saying? Even Tesla doesn't boom all year. You get what I'm saying? So we now that we're grown, we have to learn from our mistakes in the past. We have to manage money better. We have to use money better, right? We have to start really running our team like a sales team, teaching skills so people are not stuck at these ranks for a long time just talking and motivating. No, now we have to reintroduce skill back into the field. So now I just feel like, guys, you know, a lot of people are going to say things about Eovia, and the only reason why is because we've been number one for 10 plus years. So I don't hear anybody hopping on ESPN and praising the Chiefs either. I don't hear people getting on there and praising the Chiefs, even though we all know the Chiefs are the best. But every time the year starts, guess what happened? People are doubting the Chiefs again. That's kind of what we are. No one had anybody that's competition. It's only right they want to, you know, one day be in the positions that we are. And the only reason I'm speaking like this, guys, is because I want you guys to understand you're not trying to do something that's not already been done. We're in the lead with this. We are the number one company when it comes down to education, when it comes down to crypto, when it comes down to trading. Do you not know we've been doing this 10 plus years? Do you not know that we've created some of the best success stories when it comes down to network marketing in the world? A lot of these people that we look up to and think are the best, do you want to know where they became the best at? The seat you're in now. They didn't become the best in the seat they were at before this seat. You get what I'm saying? So I want you guys to understand that you're now in position to lead this thing better than, you know, I love everybody that played an impact in this company. And I truly believe if you're in a position to do other things in your life and that's truly what you want to do because this vehicle allowed you to do other things in your life, then God bless you, go do other things in your life. But me personally, I say it all the time. I can hit the lotto tomorrow and I will probably still push the business. That's just because it's something I love to do. So you guys got to understand something that you're now in a position where you can outdo everybody we had it before because now you have a blueprint on what to do. Now you have the exact formula, the exact blueprint. You have the exact products that work, the exact services that work. You know, so now it's just really up to you guys to really plugging in and being one of those leaders of the states, guys. This is really us launching the states together. It's not just me and Chyna, no, but we wanted to be the ones that introduced our mentor to you guys. We didn't, if we're going to go on this journey together, we want you guys to know the same things we know, have the same vision we have, and we truly believe that we can all link arms and make the U.S. rich again. That's what I like to say, make the U.S. rich again, because it started here, man. So I can't wait to hear Chris. Chyna, that was an amazing topic. You can't listen to what the outsiders say, because most of the outsiders wish they were still inside.
Listen, I want to say that because so many people that are in the seat right now, in the room right now, you are so blessed. We think about what happened before, and people are like, I wish that I would have known. I wish someone would have invited me. Now you got that opportunity. What the difference, I believe, is divine timing and positioning. We had the right timing and positioning before, but now the timing and positioning is divine, because now the world is ready for us, right? Everything I feel like that happened before was like a prelude. The world wasn't really ready for crypto yet. None of the markets was really ready for crypto yet. You know what I'm saying? It was even difficult to express some of these things. Now the world is looking for it. The world didn't really understand AI technology. Now they're looking for places to learn about it. You know what I'm saying? Now we've stood the test of time. They've seen publicly some of the things that we've been able to go through, but how we were able to stand through those things. So now there's a trust factor that people have when they think about people's greatest wins. They know that it was right here. So I believe it's the best of the both worlds, because you get the history of all we've been able to accomplish and all we've been able to go through with something fresh and new that you get to bring to the marketplace. But ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. The time is absolutely now. I need you guys to draw. I know y'all like the pandas, but I remember the lion. I remember when I got into this company, Christopher Terry was a lion. He was like a tiger that would go back and forth on the stage. He was a tiger, making sure that he protected, which he always has and always will. But there was this roar that was on the inside of him. And I'm telling you guys right now, like, now is that time that you get to be a part of seeing Christopher Terry lead this thing from the front, having access to opening up and busting through doors. We're not coming to ask no permission. I say that this is the takeover. The break is over, right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pure pleasure and honor. Let me go ahead and get him highlighted really quick so we can get him on the stage. But it is our pleasure and honor to introduce to you guys and share our personal mentor with you, a gentleman who has absolutely transformed everything that we see happening inside of the financial markets, especially inside of our culture. He is literally hand selected by God. You cannot tell me otherwise, because I know the personal assignment that I have in his life. He is called and he is chosen for a time such as this, and everyone who is divinely and strategically aligned inside of his life is absolutely going to have a chance to be a part of what's coming next. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me bring to the floor my personal mentor. I just saw your name about to pop you up right now. I want y'all to put some fire in the chat, put some emojis in the chat as we bring to the stage none other than my personal mentor, Garrett's personal mentor, Mr. soon to be Dr. Christopher Terry. How are you, my
What is up? What is up?
amazing mentor? How are you?
What's up, guys? Man, Chyna, Garrett, Dre, man, check out all you guys, all these beautiful faces. We ready to go to war? We ready to go to war?
Ready to go to war?
Let me explain something. The narrative is so-and-so left. Nah, I got my communication. I'll share with Garrett if need be. I wanted that individual and other individuals out of my company. I was tight about certain things. Nobody just walks away from that kind of money unless they're told. But they did it the wrong way. If they'd have been gentlemen about it, it would have been nice. But things were done the wrong way, and it's pissed off the entire company how they were abandoned. I set up the stage for a nice look. You want to move on? Do this, gentlemen, gentlemen. There were men involved, all right? And there were some women, but there was about 5 or 6 of these guys all collaborated together. It's okay. God bless America. Get the F out of my company, all right? They have no idea. Lion? I eat lions. Period. So They kept making, so I knew something. When I went to Mexico, and one of those guys was coordinating the event, okay? He was coordinating the event. When I got there, believe it or not, the whole event planner, there was one person. Something smelled real bad. I couldn't figure it out. And I knew what they were doing. They were trying to kill us on convention weekend, but they weren't expecting me to come on stage with some crazy stuff, some crazy AI. Pandeminos, that's another thing. They started using, well, the Pandeminos aren't out. You said January. Ari got on stage and specifically said first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. We're ordering in the next 2 weeks. What are we talking about? I already have the relationships. I have everything. Are we kidding? All right. We have the technology. We have everything. But they tried to use different excuses. I'm saying to myself, something smelled bad. Why would the event planner not give us people so we could fail on stage in front of the world? However, we have people behind the scenes that stepped up really heavy and made it a successful convention. All right. So I like to talk about what we're doing. And I think sharing with people is a good thing. However, when people are looking to do something bad to you, whatever you say, they're going to use against you. But they don't realize what's behind me is a lot bigger than what's in front of me. And they went somewhere else and gave another company cancer. Trust me. They brought the cancer there. So, straight up, I have nothing bad to say about anybody. You'll never hear me say a negative word about another man. They're not big enough and great enough for me to do that. They don't intimidate me, scare me. Somebody said, are you scared? I created the industry. Are you kidding me? I didn't copy. I created the industry. What am I doing now? We're creating. Here's what's coming. When I say imminently, within the next several months, because you already saw from those videos, I have the technology. And Chyna over here and Garrett, I gave them one of my trading apps. Hey, Chyna, for example, how freaking badass is it? Is it accurate? Is it stupid accurate?
Yeah, but Chris, so Chris.
I let a couple of people know, see it. It's ridiculous. So that app, which actually you could put your, all right, I'm going to be releasing stuff on social media very shortly to show the power of it. That's a little model I'm going to be doing. But understand something. We're building and controlling a charting platform that has an extremely deep, comprehensive modules of education, bigger and better than we've done it. Could you imagine looking at, like me, an avatar, having a communication about Elliott Wave, about this, about that? All of our washed up people left. Am I scared? I'm in freaking dominance mode. We're gonna crucify the industry. I promise. All these little copycats, they can swim in the same little pool. We don't need it. I don't need it. Because when we hit with the AI, with the charting platform, with the education platform, and exclusively to us, all the strategies that we've been using on our new platform, okay? The AI is ridiculous. It also has a psychologist in it. When you're looking at the markets and you get stressed out, you have something there that will tell you the truth. It's not an opinion. They're going to base it on exact facts. All the data, well, there's a lot of data, and what that does, it creates price bars. Okay? The AI doesn't read the price bars, it reads the data, all the numbers behind the scenes, all the patterns, everything you could think of, support, resistance. It's ridiculous. You ask that lady right there, that former Chairman 100, okay? It's next level. Supplements. Let me explain. We're releasing the Pandeminos. I'm releasing right after that.
Whoa, Chris, I don't want you to go too.
Right. Yeah, let's
I don't want you to go too deep in everything that you launching yet.
No, listen. I'm coming for everything. Okay. I got a software that we're putting in. Guys, stick with me. I'm going to crush the friggin' industry. Each and every one of you. Well, I promise. I promise. My fear is fear for other companies. My fear is for those that left that will come back crying and they will go at the bottom of the organization below all of you. Because, you know, it's happened before. Hey, buddy. When they tried to leave in 2016 and I took a left turn, everybody came back. Garrett stayed, Chyna stayed, but they all came back crying. Can you hook me up? Yeah, it's called going to the bottom.
Chris, so let me ask you something. So
Yeah.
you mentioned 2016, right? And so I want people to have the same mindset that you had in 2016 that I got to see, right? And so I compare what we're going through right now to 2016.
Whoa. Nothing's going. We ain't going through nothing.
No, I'm saying like as far as the vision change, as far as new leadership stepping up.
Yeah.
And
listen,
so I would love
we essentially all the field that we felt was cancerous, and I talked to them beforehand. That's why they left. The people in the corporate that were playing behind the scenes. You have to understand something. It was brain surgery trying to get all the garbage out, guys. So what we did in 2016, we were fresh, we were new. Right now, the technology we have, what we're building, we're redoing everything, all the academies, everything's in the process of already getting done. I promise you. Man, I'm sorry. I interrupted you a little bit there.
No, you're good. I just want you to talk about, you know, the vision that you had in 2016. Like, you know, Chris, I know you, man. I know why you got on the call.
I want to say that too, guys. Just a disclaimer. I just want to say that we said it in the beginning, Garrett, if you remember. This is like them having an opportunity to hear us talk to our mentor.
Yeah, so you guys got to understand something. The Chris that I met is a savage for his success and a savage for other people's success. So, you know, I love who Chris is. That's the reason why I said
I don't appreciate people stepping away after 10 years and leaving friendships and abandoning people. You can do things as a man or you can do things as a mouse. A mouse runs away. A man steps up and says, listen, that's not for me anymore because they messed up. They put us in a bind. So you know what? Good. You wanted the savage, Garrett. You asked for the savage. You asked for the king to step up. I put you in corporate with us, Garrett, so you can see the inner workings. Guys and girls, you have to understand something. I put Gary straight into corporate so he can show and see in everything that we're doing. And Gary, you've been privy to some crazy stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, like I was starting to call off, I'm real grown when it comes to this business. So I understand all ups, I understand all downs, I understand momentum shifts, I understand leadership changes. You know, so everything that I feel that's going on right now is an opportunity for the people that's on the call today. So I don't really even want to talk about.
Hey, Garrett.
Hold on, Chris. Let me say one more thing.
How about this?
One more thing, Chris.
Who was that guy that took you in the garage at the convention? Who was that guy that told you watch what happens? It's happening, right?
It was you.
I took you. You and I walked arm in arm.
Absolutely.
We put our back. Listen, where do we put our backs? Against the wall, right? Right? You remember that?
Absolutely. It was me and you. Absolutely.
Guys, I straight gangster with Garrett. We went to the street, went out, we sat and put our backs against the wall so nobody could see us, hear us, and we spoke in sort of a whisper, enough that only we could hear us. He knew the truth. I'm telling you the truth of what this was planned. I wanted people out of my company that shouldn't be here. I want to take us to another level. The stuff that we're bringing, the stuff that we got, the stuff that we're doing right now, the complete renovation of everything at a higher level, we're bringing in, right now, I actually just hired. He's going to act as a CEO, but that's not going to be his title. He's called the czar. So he is coming in. We're bringing a whole new staff. I promise you, corporate executives. I'm taking this thing to $1 billion. We have taken it to $1 billion. There's nobody going to stand in our way. I tasted blood. When we hit 60, 70 million a year, back with everybody else, it's like Bitcoin went up there once. It came down. It's going back. We're cleaner, better technology, better leadership. I'm sorry, Garrett. You got me riled up, man.
Nah, I mean, Chris, I love a leader that stands and fight, man. So, I get the moment, I get the intensity, I get the fight, and I love that you have that fight 10 years later, because when I met you, you had that fight when it came down to coming into the industry, disrupting the industry. You guys got to understand something. The industry that I knew was one person. You heard from one person. That one person had all the success. And Chris, you changed that. You allowed multiple people to be ones on the stages with the mics. You allowed multiple people to become 7-figure, 8-figure. Before you and your platform, you only seen one guy. And it was always one guy, one guy, one guy. And at one moment, our company even felt like that. Let's have an honest moment. At one moment, our company felt like that. And I just feel like right now you're back in that mode of doing it for the people. Like, I know you're fired up. I know you invested, a lot to build people up. And I know what it's like when you build people up.
And one thing about me, Garrett, always had your back. We went to Texas. Remember Houston, Texas? We stood on stage and a couple of leaders basically said, do not put him up there. What did I do? Grabbed you by your freaking hand. 90 days later, you went from chairman 20 to chairman 100. Right?
Thanks.
Nobody had your back. You have mine, I have yours. Period.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And you and I are going to finish this game. We started this thing together. You and me started this together. There was nobody else.
Here's the thing, Chris. Now, right now, this is what we're doing, right? The States is picking up. The States is amazing. We got an amazing event coming up in Detroit on the 8th. Shout out to T and all the leaders out there, Marquise, Nano. Shout out to all the leaders, Kurt, all the investors that's going to be there. I was going to call them educators, but they're bigger than that. All the top investors that's going to be there. So the states are picking up, right? And the reason why we really did this call is not only just to introduce new leaders to you, but we want to introduce you to new leaders. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, Chris. Most of the people on this call do not know anybody you may mention. Okay, so
I didn't mention any names, did I?
No, they don't know anything. They don't know anything besides their next, right? Mm-hmm. And so I want you to really paint that vision on what they're next for and what's coming and why they're going to be the people that take it to the next level. Because I know your vision, I know your leader.
Well, first off, I've been teaching a group, and I had a big talk test, about 26 people. And these are people I took off the streets, literally straight from the streets, whether it's prostitution, drugs, straight from the streets. I've given people apartments. I've given them mentorship. But one thing you can't teach, and I talked about it yesterday, is ambition. We all have a desire. I can lay a perfect plan out, but it's those of you who have that ambition to go to work like I do, like Garrett does, like Chyna, like Drake, like some of the other ones. You can be extremely successful, but you can't do it sitting back and watching the train go by. You know what I'm saying? Jump in the front of the train and drive it. I will go to work, and you can do as many webinars as you want with me. I will get on leadership calls with you after this, whatever you need. I'm always available. But this is a collective effort, okay? You have your uplines here. Those that are ambitious and start doing the work, you will shine, and people drive miles to see a fire burn. You put the work in, you will get the results. But one of the biggest things is you have to counsel upline. I would go to Garrett or Chyna and say, these words, watch this, my hand. What do I need to do next? You ready? Hey, what do I need to do next? And then shut your mouth. Let them guide you. If it's deemed necessary and you're popping, they will get on the phone. You can request, look, I just popped this rank, Get on the phone with me. Garrett or Chyna, they could do a 3-way call. My commitment to the field, I am back in this. I was able to clean the company in such a way that I'm working directly with all the key leadership again. And this is what I do. I love to get on calls. I love to work with people. I love to mentor. But You cannot sneak ambition. You cannot fake ambition. Okay, what I'm saying is today, tonight, immediately start writing your. I'm going to tell you a secret on how this works and how it's worked for me and how I receive certain informations by spirit. Basically, I'm going to tell you one of my secrets. It may sound stupid. Take a piece of paper or several, draw out the car, the house, the life you want. Write down all of the goals you want to achieve. Write down everything as though you're sending it to God, okay? Write it all down, put it on paper. Go outside your house. You don't have to do it inside. You want this to go out to the ether. Burn the paper. Because what you're doing then is you're sending this out to the ether. You do it with intention and put it out there. So when you do things with intention, you put it out. What you put out, you will attract, right? What you put out, you'll get back. So if you have a negative attitude, you're going to get negative back because what? We are a reflection of God's perception. God sees through your eyes. Okay, we are an extension from him. From Him, we are part of all that is, which is God. So He's seeing life through our perceptive eyes. Put the attention out there, the intention out there. Write down your goals. Write down everything. Put it out. Go to work. Set a schedule for yourself every day. What am I going to do next? Number one thing, those you guys that have jobs, don't put in your head, I hate my job. I can't wait to get away from my job. I can't wait. I hate my boss. Bad attitude. You should become the best employee at your job, period. Number one, because that day when you say to the boss, I'm calling in well. Well, I'm not coming back. The point is, when you resign like a man or woman, and you tell them, listen, I built my business. I've been the best employee here. You want them to say, hey, I'll give you more money. Don't leave. Give your best at all times, no matter what you're doing. You should operate. One of the greatest things is operating at your highest passion and highest excitement. You go as far as you can. So I don't care if it's sitting drinking Starbucks on a Sunday afternoon or working on your craft. Highest excitement. Go as far as you could so you can't go no more. Then go to the next one. And don't attach an outcome to it. Meaning, you give your best. That's all that matters. Win, lose, or draw. Hold on. Win, lose, or draw. You do the best you can at the highest level you can. And no matter what, you keep it positive. So let's just say you're doing your best and a gentleman isn't interested in your business. You know what the positive is? He's not interested in the business because you'd have to drag him. Trust me, you put the energy out, you will receive it back. Who you want to talk to. Talk about things you want that you don't have, not talk about things that you do have that you don't want. Too many people complain about what they have that they don't want, and know what they get? More of it. Speak only what you don't have that you do want. Meaning, set new ranks, set new goals, set new ambitions. Okay? That's how I did it. That's how everybody does it. You get out and do the work. You put the ambition there, put the work behind it. You will get results. Not all the time what you want. So if somebody rejects you, that's fine. You don't want to drag people. They will come in droves. If you put the right energy to it, you put the right philosophies behind it, you can have anything you want. You got a CEO here, I'll go to freaking war with you. With you, not against you, with you. Garrett's here strapped up. Chyna too. Bosses ready to go. So Garrett, you guys work it out. Anytime you want, I could hop on a call with the group and I could just do a pure training. I could do training, whatever you want. I'm here to serve. I appreciate you. We started this thing together and we're not going to finish it. We're going to keep going. This is a legacy move. Period. Yes, sir. Guys, girls, I love you. I appreciate. Thank you for letting me be me.
No, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you for letting me be the savage. You know, these are saying, oh, Christopher Terry, quite honestly, I didn't like that. That's an egotistical. It's, oh, I am a savage. So anyway, thank you guys.
I
love you, brother. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much. I know I asked for the lion to come back. I should have known.
You didn't expect a lion either.
I'm like, Lord, have mercy, Jesus, help him, Lord.
Listen, remember Hawaii 5-0, Bookham Dano. Before you hang up, start coming up with some dates, and we get there and do a complete training. And I'll do some training, show you some skills. I'll show you some of the things that we're releasing in that arena, and I'll do a better mindset call. Right now, you got a whole nother level of animal. We'll do it on a more calmer level, and I'll be methodical with you guys, I promise you. Listen, let me tell you something. I started this business because I'm from the streets. I'm not from that hoity-toity neighborhood. I was given a stick and a rock to play baseball. All right? I am not going back there, and I'm getting anybody I could out of those conditions. And that mission has never stopped. I'll do whatever it takes. I love you guys.
Love you. Appreciate it, man. Y'all give it up for Chris. Y'all drop some fire in the chat, man. Y'all say thank you. Y'all say love you. Drop fire in the chats, guys. You really just had a open heart message, open heart conversation, guys. Yeah, guys. Love it. Y'all show some love.
Love you. Thank you so much.
Y'all show love, appreciation, man. Wow, man. Same Chris that I said yes to. I don't know about you, Chyna, but the same fire, same hunger, same vision,
100%.
The same I don't care how you think attitude, because I already know I'm a winner attitude. And you know, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people, this is sales, right? Let's just start there. This is the sales world. This is the business world, and nothing about none of this is sweet. Let's start there. This is a real rough world where you got to keep your goals on your mind at all time, and you have to have belief in yourself at all time, and you have to sometimes go savage for your own goals. So, honestly, I'm glad that you guys could hear the type of mood that Chris is in, because the day that he loses that is when I lose my confidence.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That person that just got off is the reason why I said yes to him and said no to all the other CEOs. Because the other CEOs, when I met them, they were like, yes, Garrett, and we could do this, and we can do that, and I promise this, and I promise that. And I was just like, where I come from, I don't trust you. And then I ran into this guy, and I could just feel the truth in his words. Even though, his words came off a little more aggressive, I knew it was truth in the words. I knew when he said he want to teach minorities the skill sets of trading because it was too, expensive at the time. When he said he was going to move to Vegas and start flying in people to launch the company, I believed every single thing. When he said he was going to fight until we were $1 billion business, I believed it before we were one. And that's the whole point of this call, guys, was for us to introduce you to our CEO, our mentor, the guy that we said yes to. And this is the reason why we always have that strong vision, because it's hard for me not to believe when I call him up and I'm like, hey, yo, are you good? And he's like, yeah, what do you mean? Are you good? Like, so I love that energy about him, because he reminds me of myself. And sometimes you need that leader that's not scared to stare the lion in the face and bite the lion first. So I feel like that's the leader that we have. I still hear it in his voice today. You got to understand, I met him 10 years ago. So a lot more hair, probably a little younger, but same attitude, same drive, same attitude, same goals that help. I love the part that he said at the end, right? My goal is to help the people that's like me, that's from where I'm from. And at the end of the day, I could tell that's still his goal, because he still allows someone like me to be on top of his $1 billion business and help lead. Just being honest, I'm the guy that thinks more about the overall picture, not the time right now or what it looks like now or what's going on right now. I'm about the overall picture, and that helps me stay in this one spot for 10 years and win here for 10 years thinking of it like that, guys. So as we build this family together, I want all of us to think of it like that. Because one day, guys, we don't, one day Chris is going to be blessed enough to still leave us with this, even after he's not all the way here to lead the way, guys. So, and I want you guys to understand that how many people are really planning and building to leave something for people, like how many people are planning and building to where something's going to run with or without them. And I want you guys to understand, like, now is the moment more than ever where you're the leader more than we are. You're the leader more than I want to say Chris, but because you're in partnership with him, 50-50 is you and 50-50 is him. And so now it's all about, what are you going to bring to the table? What vision are you going to bring? What alignment are you going to bring? What strategies are you going to bring? Because whatever you bring is possibly what we all follow. So be careful what you bring. Be careful what you practicing on the back end, because it's not all just for you right now. Like, we're really going in a moment where that new ideal that you got might be the reason, the next person next to you changes their life forever. So we have to stick together, guys. We're going event to event to event, right? The next one is Dallas. The next one is Detroit. And then after Detroit, there's going to be another one. Then after that, it's going to be another one, all the way into the regional, guys. So I want you to understand all these calls, all these events, everything Dr. Chyna does, everything Dr. Logic does, everything Tia does, everything Nano does, everything any type of leader that's on this call is doing something, understand they're doing it for you. When Matt's flying across the country and still coming back to the States, that is for you, guys. When corporates hosting these calls, thinking about everything that's going to come, it's not because we're losing and we just need to launch a bunch of stuff. Guys, we're still winning. I don't care what anybody does or where anybody goes. Let me tell you, big brother again, we're the ones winning. They're trying to catch up to our low. Our low is 10x from people's highs. Let big brother tell you the truth. Our low is most people's 20x of their highs. We're already in the lead. We're already the one that everyone copies. We're already the one that big leaders with big influence, they sneak over here to make the check make sense. You get what I'm saying? You're already here. You're already the new leader. We not washed up. We not fat and lazy. We ready to get busy. So all the people that's here that's ready to get busy, is never a better time than ever, guys. You're not meeting Chris from across the room today. No, this was like you was at the table at the event and you got to lean in real close and hear what he was thinking. Yeah. That's why we wanted to do this call today. We didn't want it to be, oh, Chris, just come on here. No, Chris, come be you and talk to the people. And you got to bring your ear closer and closer and closer, just to know that the person that you rely on every Friday is still fighting. That's what's important to me. I believe you're better than any leader that we've had. And you got to understand, any leader that's been here has been one of my leaders. So I believe that you're already better, because we now get to go back in history and study all the greats with the same vehicle that's now better, guys. So Chyna, I appreciate you, every single thing that you do, because you always keep me on my toes. You always pushing me to become a better and bigger and more belief level leader. You always, anytime I second guess something, you're right there saying, no, we don't even have time to think about it twice. And so, guys, I want you guys to understand, we're doing this not just because we have it all figured out. We're doing this because we're going off of past history market movement. So all my traders, for once, you about to get rich to talk some trader talk to y'all. If you know about history, past market history movement, then you know that sometimes when you hit that support, what happens? You got to hit it a couple of times before that real takeoff happens. And then sometimes when you hit that resistance, sometimes you're going to bounce off of it, come down, regroup new leaders, bounce off of it, come down, regroup new leaders, higher highs, higher lows. Guys, we're at a higher low moment. We're not at support again. You guys understand that. I've been at support before. The pay quicks hit way different when you're at support. We're not there, right? So you need to understand we're at higher lows. And now we're going back up to resistance, and we're about to bang through that thing with all new leaders who really believe in the vision. Guys, I've got to see all the leaders come in. A lot of the people who made the most money didn't even really believe in the vision right away or at all. You get what I'm saying? So now, guys, we now have a foundation where people truly believe in the vision. People truly want to see everyone win. People want to pull up their leaders, pull up that leader, not just come on the stage by themselves over and over and over. That culture is gone. It is now about the people that want to bring up and pull up other people. So don't let me get into going and flowing, because I'll go all day, Chyna.
Let me just tap in.
I salute you.
You saw me over here laughing the whole time because I knew it, and I said it yesterday. I said that this is going to be an interesting call. I knew it was, because it is divine timing and positioning. And I know what we see with Chris behind the scenes. And I mean, honestly, you know, it was just like a fire hydrant of just like that's just that mold. You guys had an opportunity today to witness something so pure and so authentic and so raw. And it really should not have been any other way, because any other way would not have given you an opportunity to go so intimately and so deep into his mind and who he is. That is a fighter who is leading from the front, who is a protector that is when somebody got that kind of fire to protect not just him, he's super Gucci, but to protect what he's built for the masses of people, not even just for you, but for your families and those that's going to come because of your obedience to your assignment. Like, that is powerful. You know, G, you said something about, you know, you don't want the CEO that's going to just tell you all the right things and say it at the right times in the right tone, because you don't get a chance to really see who they are. But when you have an opportunity to really see who a person is behind the scenes, now you get to make a sound and a solid decision. Now you can develop the trust factor necessary, because you know who you're dealing with, and you got a chance to experience the real, true, and raw and authentic moment. So as I mentioned before at the beginning of the call, it's like being in one of those private rooms, okay, with just a few select people to hear some conversations that everybody else is not going to have a chance to hear. And that's exactly what you got. So when I say this is the takeover, the break is over, there's a lot that's in there, that fire, because it's not so much about a point to prove, but it is about protecting what it is that we're doing and who we're doing it for. So I thank God that this was done. This call was actually scheduled for the 18th of January originally. And when we had to move the Atlanta event to the 18th, we had to push this call back. So whenever you hear me talk about divine timing and positioning, I'm not just saying divine timing and positioning just to make it sound cute. I'm telling you right now that God is doing something supernatural. Those of you who have ears to hear and who have eyes to see, I need you to be very intentional. I need you to move. I need you to move at supernatural speed. I need you to understand that the world is looking at us right now because we've already paved the way. We've already created history. And now new leaders have an opportunity to step up, to be seen, to be heard, and to open up new doors and new lanes and new territories. Do not play with this. Don't tiptoe in it. Don't do it just a little bit. Look at the world and how much chaos is happening. You get to be a solution to a world-class problem. Look at all the stuff that's going on. People are afraid. People are alone. People are suffering in silence. This is a real reality right now. They don't know what to do, yet you are here today because you are the one. You are the one that is called. You are the one that is chosen. You are the one that gets to step up for your family. You are the one that gets to not just tell your story just to seem like, no, so that somebody else can believe because you were able to overcome something that they're going through. So this is the time to step up. It's showtime. It's showtime. It's go time. It's your time. So I don't know about you guys. I'm excited about Detroit, Michigan. Detroit is going to be live. It's going to be lit. Big shouts out to Tia for putting this together, guys. Everybody is working together. This is one company. This is Eovia. This is your pathway to greatness. This is your opportunity to be at the forefront of AI technology, at the forefront of obviously the financial markets and cryptocurrency, but the wellness. You heard a little bit about this right here. And listen, this right here is going to change the game. I'm telling you right now, we've already dominated these spaces, and what we're about to dominate, they're not even ready for. Get in position right now. Whoever invited you to this call, if you were a member and you're not active now, activate right now, because the people that are saying yes right now, even just from this particular call, there's a potential that they could be in your organization. Who knows? Get in position right now. I call it equity positions, G, right? There's so many people that's looking and they see an opportunity to go to the next level. Irie, big shouts out to Irie, right? We got corporate support that's saying, listen, I see what's happening, and now is the time for everybody to step up. Now is the time to shine. Absolutely. I would love for her to. Now is the time to step up. Is she on the call? Now is the time to shine.
She's on the call.
She's on?
I believe so.
Hey, Ira, you out there? I don't know if you caught the whole thing, but you...
I believe she's on.
You already know.
Yeah, she says she is.
She is on the call. Okay, listen, please, definitely, we love these right here. My whole family love these right here. Listen, when I talk about hydration, I think it was Marquise that was talking about how he had like 3 or 4 cups of these in Atlanta, right? 3 or 4 cups of these in Atlanta. He kept having to go to the bathroom. There are people that are dehydrated that don't even know it. This is going to hydrate you. It has been absolutely amazing. It's better than just drinking water. And I'm just excited. I'm excited about travel. And I think I'm most excited, Garrett. I'm excited about the people that are on right now. The person that's making a decision, because this is real and this is raw. They don't have to worry about what's in front of the curtain versus what's behind the curtain. You got a chance to see today what was behind the curtain. And I'm excited because now you get an opportunity to make a decision. You know, it's not just us that you see right now. We are here because we represent longevity. We're here because we represent loyalty. We're here because we represent you. And now it's time for us to see many of you to hop into this space, many of you to come on board, many of you to start telling your stories, not because you're still going through a tough time, but share your stories because you have an opportunity now to tell us how you got through that tough space, right? Tell us how you were able to overcome those things. So I'm excited about Detroit. The link has been dropped in. If you are in the Detroit and the surrounding areas, this is an event that you don't want to miss. If you think this was powerful, if you think this was fire, if you think this was uncut, if you think this was raw, get in the building in Detroit. It is going to be amazing. We're going from event to event, from event to event. And I'm telling you right now, there's going to be more people in Nice, France than people expected there's going to be. There are going to be people sacrificing because they're going to know that that is going to be truly the first convention of Eovia, and they're not going to want to miss being a part of history being made. So, G, I'm excited. I want to say big shouts out to my incredible husband, Dr. Andre Logic Mix, because honestly, G, if I'm transparent, I took a bit of a break. I took a bit of a break from the industry for a while. It really wasn't until you and I had a conversation and we sat down with Irie that I started to make decisions differently. And I know that it was all strategically aligned by Holy Spirit, but it was my husband who kept this thing going for me. It was my husband who was continuing to be on calls and stepping up. And, you know, just me seeing him step up in that way, you and I talked about it. I'm like, he's holding it down. Like the roles have completely changed. So you never know the work that you're doing in your obedience, how it's going to impact somebody else. We got Sweet Peaches that's leading. Like Sweet Peaches not just here to say, hey, even the whole Atlanta event and how it was put together, like relationships, seeing her lead at the forefront. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to hear some of your stories on the stage, because now we're celebrating you at that titanium position. We got Josh that is crushing it. Okay. Josh is not playing. I had a chance to see one of his presentations and I'm like, say, bro, Josh's presentation is cold-blooded. These are the future leaders inside this company, and I cannot be more excited. Nano has been holding it down with the mindset. And you know, it's one thing to talk that talk, it's something else to really walk that walk and be able to see those things really manifest. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out the bag right now because I'm excited because Dr. Kathy Kirkland is back in the building, okay? Dr. Kathy Kirkland has helped to transform the lives of so many people, and I'm so excited that we get to work hand in hand together with Sweet Peaches and what this means for so many people. Of course, don't get me started. I guess for me, G, I'm excited because I don't feel like it's just a family reunion, but I feel like we've stood the test of time. And now, because of really the grace of God, because I mean, I'm not going to tell you it wasn't times that I didn't know what was happening, but like he's never failed us. Like God has always continued to provide. And I believe that we had to go through everything that we had to go through because those were character building moments so that we could be prepared for moments just like this. But what's coming next? I'm talking about some higher highs. So I see you, Boss Chick. I'm excited. May God bless you guys. It's go time. It's show time. If you are not active, when you look in your back office right now, activate right now so that you know on this day is the day you activate it. If you have not gotten started, this is your first experience, just consider yourself blessed. You made it straight to the top floor, okay? You didn't just come into the lobby. You made it straight to the executive suite, okay, with this conversation. So now you get to say that you actually have met the founder of Eovia. You get a chance to see the personality type and trait. That is who's fighting for you because we are at war. We're at war against poverty. We're at war against lack. We're at war. So you want to make sure that now you have an opportunity to share those testimonies. We want to see you in the next big city. We want to see you win. Leverage this, share it out. I want to hear your testimonies and feedback. G, I'm excited. I'm in a live event, bro. Like I'm excited right now.
No, I'm super excited, guys. I can't wait to be in Detroit and see some of you guys. I can't wait to hear your story. And last thing that I want to say, guys, I want you guys to understand something. Right now, the company just released the corporate-wide, countrywide leaderboard again, right? They had took it away and now it's back. Guys, I want us, when I say us, the United States, I want us to dominate that leaderboard. That is not something we should take easy on. Like we all should be dominating that leaderboard because it's going to take every single one of us to push to really get the States going. If every single one of us go get 10, everybody on this call right now, we really put ourselves in a business mindset to say, look, I got to go gold again. I got to go gold again at least. And all of us go get 10.
I want you got that. Yes, I don't mean to cut you off, but you said something to me yesterday and remember how excited I got. Please share that, right? When I say that's the play, that's the play.
I'm a lot different, guys. I was blessed enough to be labeled the guy who started the Forex wave. And so I'll take that blame. But I also want to be the one to say, look, guys, we need to start mixing being able to build a business with that, guys. We built $1 billion business just saying Forex. But the truth is we're still putting people at risk if they don't know the skill completely. So let's start really getting people to understand that they could jump in front of all these different industries. Forex, crypto, we're bringing futures back, stocks, drop shipping, travel. You now can brand yourself around one of the brands that we have. We sell brands and mentorship in those brands. What do you sell? Brands and mentorship with those brands. So I truly, when I'm speaking about the business, I'm always leading with the fact that somebody can franchise. Listen to my wording. Someone could come in with no entrepreneur experience and franchise $1 billion business. They could get the same ideals that Christopher Terry has, that he's spending millions and millions of dollars to get these products, get these services, have the merchant, have the team, have the lawyer, have the websites, have the manufacturing warehouse. He's paying all the stuff that a normal business owner usually has to stress about. So when I'm pitching the business, when I'm talking about the new 1,000, right? I can't wait till there's a new 1,000 here, because I want the new 1,000 to come in with the mindset that, no, I'm not a builder. I'm not a trader. I'm a business owner and an investor, like the quadrant tells us to be. I'm a business owner and an investor, like the quadrant tells us to be. Guys, listen to me, guys. I joined this company just to trade. I did not join this company to build. I joined with Stevenson Lindor. He was not a builder. I joined this company just to trade. But you want to know what I figured out day one? I'm too damn broke to trade. That was literally the day one decision that I had. I'm like, oh my God, I signed up to something and I can't even afford to follow the CEO on his trade sessions. You want to know why? Because Chris was trading futures, and futures ain't for broke people. So me being broke, I said, you know what? We're going to just start and add Forex then. Those days are over, guys. Now we're in a world where everyone knows about trading. Everyone knows about crypto. Everyone wants to be an influencer. Everyone wants to travel the world. Everyone wants to drop a product, launch a clothing brand, launch gel, launch hair products, launch sneakers. Everyone wants to do the things that they're seeing everyone do now. They just don't know where to start. So when I'm leading this with this thing and I'm talking to prospects, I'm letting them know first goal isn't to go set up your trading account and think you're going to become Chris overnight. Not at all. Actually, I don't want you if you think that's the goal. The first goal is to understand that you're now a part of the #1 launch pad when it comes down to entrepreneurs. Now, tell me, what are you interested in? Oh, I'm interested in clothes. I'm interested in it. Awesome. We have some of the best mentors for you. Now, here's what I need you to do. Your first goal is I want you to do a grand opening. What is a grand opening? A grand opening is exactly what it sounds like. We're going to cut the red ribbon on your business. I need you to let everyone know that you just franchised a $1 billion business that was featured in Forbes, created 100+ millionaires, created 1,000+ freaking 6-figure earners, then taught the world how to trade, and now you got that business. As a business owner, I need you to just go tell people you personally know that you're doing a grand opening. And so that's now putting people in position where they understand, wait a minute, I should build this thing. I should earn commissions. I should take those commissions and then invest. Guys, I've invested 7 figures into crypto. I've invested multiple 6 figures into trading. I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't take a part of the business side, if I didn't franchise the business. So I want you guys to understand that, guys. Like, my goal is 10 for 10 for the win. Because I understand if I can get you to gold, I can get you to diamond, I now put you in position to be a real profitable investor, guys. So I just think that we all need to move with a more grown vision, really have trust in our hearts to lead people to what's going to get them a result. Let's stop doing the I really build, I don't really trade competition thing, and let's start understanding that this platform was put together for you to take advantage of everything that we offer, not pick and choose how you want to go and reach your goals. If we're telling you, look, 1,000 people reach their goals real quick, easy, simple, this way, that way, it's up to you to start to say, you know what, I want to really take a year and learn this skill. I really want to take my time and learn this skill. I really want to dive in and become a professional with this, guys. So that's where we're at with it, guys. Detroit, don't come alone. Detroit can literally be your grand opening. It doesn't have to be something set up by you. That is ego speaking to you. Oh, yes. I can't post that flyer because I ain't really bring them in. How does the prospect know you ain't bringing them in? That's ego speaking to you. I can't post that rank up because they not on my team. The prospect don't know they not on your team. Oh, I can't really post a flyer because y'all forgot to add me. If we forgot to add you, That's a whole nother conversation. We gotta put some work in so you never forgetting again, right? But at the end of the day, guys, you gotta understand every single thing we do. This call was a grand opening. I just look at things different. So you have to start looking at things different. Instead of you wanting to go out and do all the hard work, understand there's people putting grand openings in position where half the work is done for you. You just now have to do multiple exposures with these prospects that you really, really want to close. So I love each and every single one of you guys. You make the vision keep going. You make the dream keep going. So I never take anybody for granted that has the same type of vision that I had when I started. But now, guys, more than ever, I really just going to keep preaching. You're better than all of us. Start doing it your way. Start doing your vision. Start doing calls you think that we're missing. Start bringing value that you think that we're missing, because it's never been a better time than now. A year ago, you might have had a great idea and we might have never heard your name. That's how much success was here. But now it's a time and opportunity where the spotlight is on looking for who's that next success story. And I hope to see you guys. So Chyna, I'm going to throw it back to you.
Yes, we got a special guest. We got a special guest really quick, G. I'm really excited. You said something that made me think honestly about doing this again, like maybe next month. Maybe.
Oh, one last thing, Chyna, before I go. I touched on the subject and then I got distracted. Okay. So there's a new leaderboard in the back office, guys. And I believe in 10 and 10 and getting 20 if you're a business owner.
Okay, wait. Break that down. What's 10 and 10? Because I got Operation 10K
on my board. Operation 10.
I'm looking at Josh got Operation 10. So that's alignment. So what's that?
So Operation 10, it starts with you getting 10 people in your business. Okay, it starts there. I don't want to go into all the complete steps with you guys, but start there, right? And then we'll get into all, but here's what I'm going to do to help you guys with Operation 10. I was thinking of something because we're about to start launching promos for the builders. Shout out to Christopher Terry. He's really setting something up for the builders. But before that's out, I'm just thinking to myself, I want to get this thing going right now, right? So we're going to do Operation 10 for the states and the states only. I don't know if I'm really even allowed to do this. Ari, you're on here. You can let me know if I'm not.
But, you let me know if I need to jump off real quick.
No, wait, don't say that yet, because I want to bring Ari in. Just let the cat out the bag.
Okay, go ahead,
Ari, come on in. We about to bring you into this conversation really quick. I don't know how. It doesn't let me. So I guess you can just go ahead on and talk. We got Ari on, guys, and Ari has been working effortlessly behind the scenes doing some incredible things. Obviously, so much that we see rolling out has so much to do with what she's putting together behind the scenes. And I'm excited that I have an opportunity to work much closer with her in this season for so many things. So Ira, we'd love to just hear from you, whatever you would want to share. Tap on in. We're excited that you're on. I believe that this is the beginning of something new, something fresh, and something extraordinary. Come on in, Queen. Y'all drop some fire in the chat, some sevens in the chat for Ira.
Yeah, well, listen, so I did not come prepared to be on this call, so I'm not cutting my camera on because it's Saturday.
That's fine.
And today's bonnet t-shirt day, and I ain't gonna do that to y'all because Chyna just always looks like a model, so I'm not even setting myself up for failure. All right.
We'd love to hear you.
So, about a month and a half ago, Garrett hit me up and he said, "Hey, when you're in Atlanta," he said, "I want to meet up with you and just sit down with you and Chyna and put some plans together." This was right at the start of when Garrett came into corporate, and I'd been talking to Garrett for a while, so Garrett being in corporate got me really excited because then I could work with him in a completely different role. And I was super, super excited about that because previously I worked with Stevenson. So Stevenson was always talking about Garrett. So getting to work with Garrett in corporate was really exciting. So I had Chyna and Garrett come over. We sat down and, Lord knows they waited 3 hours for seafood because that seafood took forever to deliver. And they hung in there and we went over some really, really great things that your teams expect. And that perspective to me, working in corporate is priceless. So we're going to be doing some exciting things with travel. I'm going to work really closely with Chyna on that. She has a really great plan that we're going to implement. But also, many of you I met. I believe I believe many of you I met in Mexico at the convention. And one thing that I will say is, and this is no dig at the men, but we have some of the most polished professional women of any company in the industry. I truly believe that. I stand by that. So Chyna and I are going to be working together really closely, along with some of the other powerhouse women in the team, and some of our women educators, to really do some things to make sure that women are represented really well in the company as well. And also, listen, you guys will be able to leverage that as well to build your businesses, because women are different than men. Women shop different than men. Women join things differently than men. Sometimes it's not always about the same things for us. So I'm going to be working really closely with Chyna on that. Now, for those of you who are coming to this first event, first of all, thank you, Tia, Chyna, Garrett, everybody, for putting that together, because I'm really excited. I was supposed to come to the other Atlanta event, but it got delayed for snow, and then I couldn't come the weekend that you had it. But I will be there in Detroit, so I am coming to Detroit. And I'm going to be bringing some goodies. Everybody will get to try some physical products, because I'm going to bring them to the event for you guys. And then we'll do some fun stuff. I don't know exactly what yet, but just come and we'll do some fun giveaways and things for everybody who attends. So I'm really excited about that. But my main thing that I want to leave with is, I really feel like my job and my responsibility in this company is to help build and create the company alongside the owners and the other corporate staff that you guys want to represent. That's my goal. It's not my vision. It's really you guys. What kind of company do you want? And we're supposed to build that. That's how I see it. Chris has amazing vision. He's one of the, I know you guys got to experience a little bit of the panda for real. It's I experience that every day, multiple times a day. So I'm glad you guys got to see it. But that's what fuels this, right? And I was texting Garrett the day before yesterday. I had a rough week. I'm not going to lie. I had a rough week. And I text Garrett and I said, all right, so the gloves are off now. Like, now it's extremely personal. So for me, extremely personal. And I'm going to do everything I can behind the scenes, the front scenes, whatever you guys need. So just give me grace to put a couple of those systems together, maybe a week or two. But we're going to move pretty fast now. I know, and it's difficult because a lot of you have direct relationships with, and it's kind of like whack-a-mole, right? There's only one Ari, but I promise you that's about to improve in a super, super big way, because we've been on the phone all day today, Chris and I, putting some structures in place for you. And with what we're doing with the product, you're going to see in February some really, really big rollouts. February is going to be a pretty big month for the company, and March is even going to be a bigger one. And by the time you get to convention, people are really going to be looking back like, wow. So I just want you guys to know I'm here to support you. Love you all. Love this team. This team's very special to me. Both professionally and personally. Many of you I call friends, and I'll be your friend forever. Tia, thank you for always including me on anything that you have going on in your team. See Zion, thank you. Same. We claim Zion. I'm from Virginia. I always tease Zion. He's not from Virginia, but we claim him. He's been there long enough. So thank you guys. Love you.
Thank you, Ari. Ari, so am I allowed to do a personal US promo thing, or am I not allowed to
Well, go ahead and say what you're trying to do, and if you don't see Garrett tomorrow, you'll know he wasn't allowed to do it. No,
if Ari name drops off, then we
all right, so I'm gonna get back to y'all
Garrett,
on that
fine.
one. Let me get back to y'all, and if I get approved, I'll just run it through all the leaders.
No, Garrett, go ahead. You're allowed to. I was just teasing. Yeah, I'm just teasing you. Garrett really is, but he's scared.
All right, cool. So what I want to do, guys, for the people who really be building, and that's the reason why they brought the leaderboard back, is for people who's really putting up new blood numbers. The recruiters, guys. I really want to, for myself, give you guys an award too, just for grinding. And so for the people who do the 10, right? So, we were talking about the 10 and the reason why I believe the 10. And so I was looking at the leaderboard. It's not many people who did 10 last month. So it's not like a lot of y'all just been going super crazy, right? So this is to start getting it going. And so what I would love to do is like a promo for just the US where the person with the most new customers from the US will get a cash prize, but you need minimum 10 new personals, right? 10 new personals, you need minimum. So that's any group in the United States. And so that means, one, you have to even make the leaderboard. So if you don't make the leaderboard, you probably didn't get 10. Do not message me because I will be me. So get 10, right? That is automatically going to qualify you. Now, whoever has the most will win $1,000. Now, here's more. Now, if that person that has the most has 20 or more, I will put up an additional $2,000. So that is what I want to do for the US, for the grinders, for February. There's a 3-band, say it in my language. It's 3 racks, 3 bands on the line. So we can start making that leaderboard, okay? We need to start making that leaderboard, dominating that leaderboard. We need to become skilled professionals. So we make the leaderboard month after month after month after month. But for February, guys, I want to personally get it jump started and just start that momentum and that creation where people are really thinking, I got to at least get 10 a month, guys. Because I think when we make that shift, we're going to see a lot of people become successful when they understand that we have products and services that people are already looking for. All right. So if Josh, anybody, Tia, can someone help me with, we might have to ban Red from the, but can someone help me put all those stipulations and everything that we need together, like a dope flyer or something. But I truly believe that's something that people could run towards. You got to think, if you get 10, you're only gold. And then if you get 20, so this is definitely great money that anybody could use, even myself. Now, Keith, you good, bro. You good. But guys, if I had a moment like this, I would make sure that I'm definitely getting at least 10, guys. So don't take my words wrong. If you don't listen and you didn't write notes and you take it wrong, what I said, that will be your fault. All right. And I'm not going to repeat it because I need help. Josh, I don't know how to repeat too much. All right. So, I be needing help, guys. I'm getting older, man. Sometimes I say it come from the heart. It don't come right back to the heart. So sometimes when I say it, it's gone. So I said it here. Ari, you could correct me if anything is wrong with that.
No, Garrett, you'll tell me whoever wins the competition, right?
Absolutely.
All right. You tell me who wins the competition, and I'll put something with it.
Hey, there you go. So let's get it. Let's go, y'all. I love it. I'm about to enter the comp myself. No, I'm playing. But let's go, y'all. Let's turn up. Let's make this the best year ever. Let's create more success stories. And let's pack out Detroit, man. Bring somebody with you. Let's work.
Yes. Let's go. Let's grow, guys. I see you, Dr. Curry. With that being said, y'all, this is it. We've concluded the call. This was powerful. I see you, Chef. Who's coming to get the cash prize in the USA? That's what I want to know. Who's coming to get the shmoney? Okay. Who's saying, run me my bag? Okay. With that being said, I love you guys. God loves you so much more. That's it for us. Go and share how amazing this call was. Whoever missed it, go make them feel even more of a way because they should have been on this call. I love you guys. We'll see you in Detroit. Making sure it's nothing else. All right. God bless you guys. Bye for now.